Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. 2 days left in February. GDP numbers just released. Let's go over that and the morning strategies right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so we just had GDP numbers come out. Forecast was 3.3. The report came out at 3.2. So far, taking a look at the S&P, initial rip upwards. So market liking the GDP report, but that's just initial, and we'll see what happens up until the 8:30 open. I'm in Central Time. Today is February 28th. Yesterday, you guys watched my video from yesterday. Called it Donkey Day, and the reason for Donkey Day is all four trades lost yesterday. So I call my all 4 day winning days Unicorn Day. I figured my kids coined the Donkey Day, and I kind of like it. It's going to stick with me. And again, hopefully I don't need to use that term too often. So let's take a look at oil. Oil, both sessions were losers yesterday. Session 1, which I'm not currently trading, was a loser for 15 ticks. Inside bar, 8:10 in the morning. Got activated into a short, rips up, bad trade. Same thing in the second session. We get activated to a short, and this thing just rips up to the upside. So this one was a loser. Took this in a small 3 micro position. So I think I ended up losing about, I don't know, $50 something on that trade. And in gold, which I take with the E-mini on my cash and my eval, we get activated to the long here. Pretty much ticks us in and knocks us out of this trade. No momentum yesterday. I commented that the NASDAQ, the S&P, everything seems to just have been ranging these last few days. And so this one was a $170 loser, 17 ticks. Lost that in cash and lost that in the eval. So eval, I was down yesterday, I think 230 something bucks, and then in my cash account I was down the 170. And then to make things even worse for me, we got into a 15-minute Rob reversal. Love the setup. If you guys need to watch the video from yesterday, really did like this setup here. But this thing reverses for us, 35-point loss, so that was a hit to the funded account. Now, at the same time, it seems like it's been for a pretty damn long time since we've had a loss on this 15-minute reversal. So February has been extremely profitable with this strategy. So we'll see here what happens today, if we do get a setup or not. The Top Step account, I believe, is pretty much right back almost to even. So that's where this account sits at. Let's have a day today. I mean, we need one. I thought today was going to be the last day of February, and my wife she was overhearing my video yesterday when I was recording it, and she's like, "You do know that it's leap year and there is 29 days." I'm like, "No, actually I didn't know that, but now I'm sure somebody corrected me on YouTube." So oil market this morning, we got a really nice uptrend here, both in oil and in gold. Let's see if that trend can continue. Let's see how the morning strategies do. We need a green day.
Order canceled.
All right, so here we get into our first trade of the morning, and this is a trade in gold off of that red inside bar. Obviously, as I mentioned in my beginning recap, there was a pretty clear uptrend in oil, or I'm sorry, in gold. And we got to this point. If you look to the one candle right to the left of the red inside bar, you can tell that price action obviously tried to continue up, met some resistance, got some sellers coming into the marketplace, and here again it's a momentum play down. I think this was about 27 tick trade. So not a huge move, but enough for a decent trade, especially for the first one of the morning. As you can see, once price action on the previous candle hit about that 70% take profit point, maybe a little under 70%, I made the decision there then to reduce my stop loss, reduce my risk on the trade. Pretty much I cut it in half, maybe a little bit more than a half. I think I brought it down to $150. So still working on the ATM strategy for that to kind of just have a very concise rule on that new little tweak that I have been working on and testing in the markets. So on this trade, again, didn't really need to use that reduced stop loss, luckily. Price action was in the green pretty much for the entirety of this trade. Now, again, these are one of those trades where you're in here for 20, 25 minutes, and you could get very nervy right at this point. Very easy to just close out a position and maybe lose out on those 70, 80 bucks. Was able to stay in there. Part of my rules, full take profit, nice trade.
Target filled.
So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I am the king, the absolute king of missing winning trades. All right, so what happened this morning? Got into gold. Gold turned out to be a really nice winner. Was the only trade that I was able to take in the morning session. Took this with the E-mini, saw it on the video, was able to take a $270 profit on that trade. So that's awesome for the evaluation. Was able to take this in my cash account with one E-mini of the GC, which is the gold E-mini, and was able to get my cash account to plus 270, which is awesome. Now, I did make a mistake yesterday. I said that today would be the last day of February, and my beautiful and smart wife reminded me that no, in fact, we have 29 days in February, so for this month, for this year, and tomorrow will be the official day to February. Now, what happened? Let's take a look at oil. So oil session 1, which again, I'm not trading, I'm just tracking it, was a loser for 18 ticks. And I can't remember exactly around what time. I think it was maybe around 9 o'clock or 9:15. Everybody started reporting some issues with their data feed, their charts freezing. Happened on mine. I actually had to restart my NinjaTrader. Seemed to be a widespread issue. Some people were reporting it in Apex, Top Step. It didn't really matter because my cash account also froze. Now the funny thing is that my ES and my NQ chart froze. I don't think that my oil and gold chart froze at all, but it doesn't really matter. Once that issue started to happen and people were kind of complaining that they couldn't get out of positions, I went into Discord and then said, you know what, this was after my gold trade. It was green on the day, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to take the risk of another situation happening. So I did not end up taking this session 2 in oil, which of course was a 25 tick winner. Granted, I would only have been trading it with 3 micro contracts of the CL, so it's not like it's a huge deal. I'm actually more excited that the second session won more than me losing out on the $60 or $70 that we could have added to today's totals. The eval today sits at $270 in the profit, which is great. If I open up the Rob reversal for this morning, almost until this afternoon, we do not have really any setup. We got a setup here, but this was at 8:30 in the morning to go long. Did not meet our conditions just because this closed below the 80 MA. And then we got a signal to go short at 11 a.m. But again, this closed above the 80 MA. Nice little trend there to the downside. So no trade here. I will still obviously keep it running until my session time of 1:15. One thing I didn't mention in my earlier video is that I did have a meeting at work. So I already had told people that I wasn't really going to be trading oil. But I still was in front of that chart when that oil inside bar happened. But again, I just didn't feel that the risk was worth the trade at that point. Obviously, in hindsight, wish I would have taken it. But sometimes you got to kind of follow your gut. My gut has been wrong. That's for sure. Today was another good example of me reducing down my stop loss. Once we were at about 70% of take profit, and it did hang around in the take profit area for a good 25 minutes. So that trade it made you sweat a little bit. But I brought this down and reduced my risk once we hit that 70%. That's what I'm trying to do with my oil and my gold strategy. And at the same time, I am still trying to figure out how I can get my ATM strategy to figure that out. But if you guys watch my video from yesterday, I'm kind of having some issues with that. All in all, green day of trading, which is always good. No complaints there. The other factors that happen in the marketplace, guys, it's out of our control. We can't control those situations. We can only try to manage those situations in real time as best as we can. And I felt that it was better for me not to have risk on the table where you have some type of situation that comes up, you can't close out a position, and trade works against you, and you end up losing a lot more than what you would have. Didn't happen today, but it could have. So overall, I think I managed my day well today. I'm happy with the trades that it took. I am curious to see if we do get a Rob reversal here in the next hour and 45 minutes. And if we do, you know that I'll let you guys know in the morning. I'll see you guys here. Tomorrow. Please don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hopefully you guys like the content that I'm producing. If you're curious about any of the strategies that I trade every single day, there's very clear-cut videos that are always linked in my description below. All my strategies out there are free. You're welcome to join the Discord. There's a lot of really good pre-session information that we provide. And then obviously there's a lot of commentary on the trades, the trade results, how people are doing on their prop accounts, passing their prop accounts, getting funded. So it's a great Discord community. That's free as well. Link to that is also in my description below. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone.